And this is the document that was foisted upon me. First and foremost, there you see an embossed seal. Who is it from? No corporate entity, no heading, no logo, no address, no nothing. In the of petty sessions holding the Black River PC. Black River PC. What is Black River PC? There's a Black River Parish Court. This document clearly states it's not the Black River Parish Court. That is fraud. Where does this entity, this place, does it exist? Is it on the land? Black River PC. PC. I'm making the assumption it means Parish Court, but it says PC. PC is what? When we look down here, this is a case being brought against Rex, which Rex means king. Rex of who? Rex, is that a dog? Is that a monarch? Is that, where does this come from? Who does this come from? Against Martini Sharon. Now, the nom de guerre, this is clearly a nom de guerre written in black ink. Martini, last name first, or last, yeah, first, it's written, that's military. This is a military document. This is a war document. This is treason against the people. For dog attack causing injuries. What is that? And Sharon Martini Sharon, that's not a living woman. Dog attack causing injury. Where's the plaintiff? Where's the living plaintiff, the living man or woman who's claiming case against anyone? Then we have summons, Williams Adrian, 13196, cons, C-O-N-S. What is that? There is no office, cons. Cons, now, the assumption is it's to mean constable. That is not constable. It does not say. The word does not say constable. And also, again, Williams Adrian, that's military. And then we look over here. This is purportedly affidavit of service of subpoena. Jamaica SS. SS, was that not Hitler's army, the SS? Jamaica SS, of course, it's capital letters corporation. Purportedly, that stands for signed and sealed. Jamaica SS, parish of, this is an affidavit of service of from who, to whom, on what date, from where? Parish of, this unsigned, uncompleted. I, Sharon Antiette Johnson, the living, sovereign living, original, indigenous, natural, divine, flesh and blood, sentient woman, was kidnapped for this to be foisted upon me. Petty Sessions Form Y. What is that? Petty officer is a military, again. In my research, I discovered that there's no such thing as a petty court anymore. It's been renamed lay magistrates. But where's the court? There's no court on this document. Summons to person charged. Person charged. Which person? I don't accept another man's person. My person is a sovereign, living, transiting utility. It's a tool. Parish of saints, or we say saints, but that does not say saints. That says ST period. That doesn't exist. That does not exist on the land. The land will be saints, spelled out S-A-I-N-T. This is a fraudulent document. Then, in black writing, in capitis diminutio minima, Sharon Martini, who is that? Old Wharf, Treasure Beach. These places do not exist on the land. There is no land called Treasure Beach. St. Elizabeth here again. What does this say? Receives information hath this day been laid before the undersigned one of His Majesty's Justices of the Peace in and for the said parish of St. Elizabeth. That doesn't exist. That you, who, this is paper, this is a fiction. I, the sovereign living Justice Sharon Ann Pierce Johnson, in capitis, diminutio, nolo, in proprio persona, sui juris, in proprio solo, in proprio heredes, I was where what? That you, and not I, this person, another man's person, the 19th day, March, in the year of our Lord 2023, at the said parish of St. Elizabeth that doesn't exist, and within my jurisdiction of this court, who is speaking here? That's not clear in any fashion whatsoever. Of this court, what court? I am the court. I'm the Article 3, Moorish American, our Moroccan, de jure court, the Supreme Court. Sharon Martini being the owner of 2 white dogs, 2 brown dogs, and 1 black dog, which caused serious injury. How do you determine, how does a fiction, black ink on paper from where? Who are they talking to? Who are they speaking of? Owner of. How do you determine who is the owner of anything, and certainly a fiction, in order to, how do you claim ownership? To Linda Myers. Who is Linda Myers? What is the jurisdiction? What is her status? Or his, or what is that? In a public place, to wit, Old Wharf Beach, Treasure Beach, St. St. Elizabeth, on the 17th March. We've got 19th March, then we have 17th March, contrary to Section 6 of the Dogs Liability for Attacks Act 2020, which was changed to put in a monetary $500,000 up to $3 million if a dog that someone says belongs to someone, and they determine this fictitious St. Elizabeth PC, then the fine, the charge, the bill, a fiction, a debtor cannot charge anything, can charge a debtor against the form of the statute in such case. Statute, code, act, has nothing to do with the living. In such case made and provided and against the peace of our sovereign Lord, the King, his crown and dignity. I mean, this is absolute. These are this for to require you who, in His Majesty's name, to be and appear on Wednesday, the 12th of April, 2023, noon at the courthouse at Black River, at 10 o'clock in the forenoon at the courthouse at Black River, before such justices of the peace, for the said parish of St. St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth does not exist. That is not on the land. That is a corporation of fiction of the dead. As may then be THIS to answer to the said complaint and to be first his dealt with according to law. What law? Whose law? Given under my hand this what? Day of, in the year of our Lord 2023 at the parish of Forstead. And then we have a signature of a JP and it's like L or 00437, I believe. Justice of the Peace of Saint St. period Elizabeth. This was foisted upon a sovereign national, me, the living, Sharon Ann Pitt Johnson, in capitis diminutio, nolo, and heredes, in proprio in my proper person. This doesn't even show where it comes from, who it comes from. It's quite clearly fictitious, fraudulent, null and void ab initio. It doesn't even have a start. And then this was the other, let's see if I need to shrink this one down. This was the fictitious notice of recognizance, again, all in capital letters, black ink, in the Black River Parish Court. Now this is saying parish court for the parish of, again, St. Elizabeth, doesn't exist. There's no letterhead, there's no address, there's no... Take notice that you, Sharon Martini, are bound in the sum of $50. What? Dollars. And own your sureties of Old Wharf in the sum of each to appear at the court to be holden at Black River, parish of St. Elizabeth, on the 12th day of April, now next and every... Where is St. Elizabeth? St. Elizabeth. Proceedings may from time to time be adjourned, and unless you personally make your appearance according to the recognizance entered into yourself, and sureties will be forfeited, and the amount thereof levied on you, goods and chattels, in default of sufficient goods and chattels, that you and each of you may be imprisoned for such period as the court may think just not exceeding. I mean, I'm putting this and I'm going through it because it's clearly paper, as you can see it. From where? Obviously, jurisdiction has... They have no jurisdiction. I see, which is in charge of, but I see what? Lockups. What's lockup? Federal claims. That was the Everton Williams, former custodian in the office of inspector. Then we go to the traffic tickets. Traffic ticket. Jamaica Constabulary Force is all in black letterhead, black ink. There's a logo on there, but it's not clear. There's no, let's have a look, there's no address. You notice the summons offender's copy. What is an offender? That's denationalization of a sovereign national. And if we look across, we'll just go over one of them right now, so we have to go over all of them. And here we have time, 0522 p.m. Which clock is that on? That's not a time. So, and then we have again the name, nom de guerre, in all caps, black, address. All of these are denationalization of attempted denationalization of a sovereign because they're fictitious. They don't exist. It's fraud. And let's see, we go down. Street name, Old Wharf. Then we have parish, St. Elizabeth. Oh, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see that. So we have St. Elizabeth here. Again, ST period Elizabeth. This is all parts and parcels of the deceit and the fraud of how they trap you in another jurisdiction. This is not the jurisdiction of the living. First and foremost, it's in black. Then we have type of vehicle. First and foremost, the vehicle. I have the living woman travels in a conveyance or an automobile. M/car, what is that? That is not of the living. Then we go down and see, we're looking at no valid something, because all of these are held in my sovereign, in the sovereign. These things don't belong to the sovereign. These have nothing to do with me, the sovereign living, Sharon Ann Piet Johnson. In capitis diminutio, nolo, in propria persona, jure, in proprio, in proprio, heredes. And I'm just going through these just really to, obviously, they didn't show jurisdiction. They don't have jurisdiction. They couldn't have jurisdiction. But just to show the types of frauds on the documents that is used to kidnap, traffic the living man and woman. Official use only. Which officials, which office, traffic ticket number, complaint, court copy. What court? It is obviously not a court with any form of jurisdiction or authority. And then we go down here. It says, I acknowledge receipt of this ticket, offender's signature. Now, an offender is fiction. That's the dead. Signature of police officer. There is no police officer unless they have authorization, delegation of authority, and authorization from the Article 3 court, from the Congress, from the de jure National Republic federal government. No such thing. That's fraud. So I just want to go over there and of this. So we will go back up here now, and court. The sovereign justice court is complete. It is quite clear that jurisdiction, the fraudulent entities, Jamaica Constabulary Force, St. Elizabeth, as it states on there, St. St. Elizabeth Parish Court, St. Elizabeth, again, St. Municipal, have no jurisdiction. And that all of their actions and instruments, bills of attainder, are notwithstanding, they're void ab initio. So this sovereign justice is complete. This sovereign justice stands as the law, and in the words of our ancient foremothers and forefathers, Amen, Amen, dico vobis, quaecumque allegaveritus super terram erunt ligata et in caelo, et quaecumque solveritus super terram erunt soluta et in caelo. Amen, Amen, dico vobis, quaecumque allegaveritus super terram erunt ligata et in caelo, et quaecumque solveritus super terram erunt soluta. Amen, Amen, dico vobis, quaecumque algo veritus super terram erunt ligata et intagliabile, et quaecumque sol veritus super terram erunt solita. The seventh justice, again, is complete stanzas law. Court is adjourned. Malende is over. Peace and love.